Hi, I'm Christina Wong, and I wrote the novel side of Denison Avenue, and I'm also a playwright, and I also work in sound installation and other various art forms as well.
Hi, I'm Daniel Innes. I illustrated half of the novel Denison Avenue. I work mostly in various art-related fields.
Dennison Avenue is set in Toronto's Chinatown and Kensington Market, and it follows an elderly citizen, Wong Choi Sum, as she collects beer bottles and cans as a way to deal with her grief and loss of her husband who just passed away. And it's just her way of navigating the changes in her neighborhood and dealing with her loneliness and how she deals with that. Well, when I first started writing, I didn't really have a set format of writing. I just kind of wrote what felt right. But I knew I wanted it to have blank pages or spacing because I wanted the reader to kind of sit in the moments and to just kind of embrace the silence in between these moments. And I felt that was the best way to visually represent that aspect of it. And I kind of, in going with the illustrations too, it's just, I wanted the reader and also the person, whoever's looking at the illustrations, to kind of take their time with it. And I thought that was a nice way of asking the reader to pause as the characters are pausing and as they're walking through their routes, in the illustrations part anyway.
The book is split between the novel side and the illustration side. Christina wrote the novel side. The illustration side has kind of then and now illustrations of a specific walk through the Chinatown Kensington Market neighborhood. The then illustrations are kind of scattered throughout, maybe all the way back from the 40s until maybe late 2010s, 2000, even around the time when we were making the book. I just wanted a wide range of things in it, as well as specific locations that were very relevant to Christina and I. For the illustration aspect of the book, it was more almost like a grieving process for me to really try to document the places that did feel like home and aren't there anymore. So it's a very different neighborhood than it was, but it's constantly changing. So for me now, it doesn't feel like home. I don't know about Christina.
I kind of feel like some days it does and sometimes it doesn't. It's definitely not how it used to feel. I still feel some bits of home resonating with me, but the demographics have changed and it's not as, I don't hear as much Cantonese or Toisan as I used to, and that's the main languages I speak with my family. And a lot of the bakeries and restaurants aren't there anymore. So those aspects of home aren't there. My family association is still there, so at least there's that I can still go to. But I think it's slowly losing that feeling as well as Daniel. So I don't know, I guess it depends on how I'm feeling and what's happening in the neighborhood. It is changing, and I don't know. It's a hard thing.
But even the then and now illustrations are so dated because I finished them during COVID. So probably 30% of those locations aren't there anymore. So the book becomes this weird time capsule.
I feel like a lot of them they're gone. I guess one place that's still there is Moonbeam. It's good in Kensington.
Yeah, it's tricky. There's not much really that's the same or gives off that same energy.
Yeah.
I guess one of One of the only places that changed that is like for the better would be, I think, Paul's Boutique. It used to be a kind of anarchist bookstore and music venue called Who's Emma, and yeah, Paul's Boutique took over, and it's a good energy there still. There's a few bars that are kind of holding on. It's tricky. The neighborhood's very different, so
Yeah, I like
it's a
that.
hard question.
Yeah, I do appreciate Dim Sum King, and I think there's a couple of others that still have the traditional cart service for dim sum, and that's always a nice nostalgic moment. And just hearing the ladies call out the orders is always kind of comforting. Yeah, or just being in that environment is comforting. Well, I guess we knew we wanted the book launch to be in the neighborhood, and Daniel thought of Sneaky D's
As a venue that was drawn in the book, and as a place that is slated for demolition, we thought it would be nice to hold an event there. That's one of the other familiar places that's kind of on its way out. We had our book launch there, and we did a fundraiser for the Fort York Food Bank, and it was very well attended and successful fundraiser, and we raised more than $1,100 for the Fort York Food Bank and collected more than 4 crates of food. So yeah, we're really grateful to be able to do that. So for the book launch, we wanted to have a funeral service for Chinatown, Kensington, with speakers to speak on the kind of changes and loss. We had guest speakers that are well known in the neighborhood: Arlene Chan, Chris Callahan, Henry Wong, Zoe Dodd, and Louis Jacob. So it was, it was a good night. We were very, very happy with it.